Causes a lot of pain. Crazy how sometimes the medicine you need is also going to hurt you. Good Friday morning, everyone. So, yesterday, which was Thursday, the day after my surgery, I had planned to do a little vlogging, but that was just not possible because on Thursday, I slept until 2 p.m., totally out. My nurse had to come and make me wake up so I could go use the restroom and try and eat something and take my medicine, and I just so sleepy. And then I went back to sleep and slept several more hours, and then Judd came to visit me in the evening during his break from work. I fought to stay awake and enjoy time with him, but as soon as he left, I fell asleep again. So I basically went into some type of hibernation mode and slept and slept and slept, and the crazy thing is, y'all, I'm still exhausted. The hospital is exhausting. The IV antibiotics, the treatments, being in a flare, being out of your comfort zone, not in your home, like all of it is exhausting. But I have wonderful news. Most of my doctors have signed off saying I can go home tomorrow. But I want to go home when I am stable enough, when it's safe for me to do so, because I don't want to go home and struggle so much to the point that it's a dangerous situation, or I definitely don't want to end up right back here in the hospital. So I know that my doctors and I will communicate, and together as a team we will decide what is best for me and when I can go home, which is hopefully tomorrow. I'm about to push morning meds, so just unclamp. Whoa. I know it is not the prettiest color, but that's the color I get when all my pills are crushed up. Then we just flush with water. Then I'm going to take the extension tubing out. As y'all can see, my abdomen is still distended and it's still uncomfortable and like tender and painful, but definitely not as bad as when I first got admitted. And to take this off, I just twist the extension tubing, pop it out, and done. Medicines, check. Now my nurse is coming back with the supplies we need to do the dressing change on my big right toe. I know this is not for everybody, so if you don't want to see a toe that's recently been operated on, read the text below and you can skip it. For those of y'all who are interested, I will say it looks so much better than from when it was infected. They did a great job. Alrighty, doesn't look that bad. Just where they really did is right here, and it went kind of deep, so that's where they got the infection out. This stuff is the cleaning stuff. Betadine? Betadine, yeah. Yeah, so now we're just gonna rebandage it, but it looks a lot better than it did when it was infected, so they made an improvement for sure. So there is my toe, looking a little gnarly after surgery, but it is looking a lot better than from when it was infected, and I believe it's doing its best to heal properly. Let's just pray my Ehlers-Danlos syndrome doesn't cause any issues with that again. It doesn't really hurt, but it can be tender at times. Have y'all seen Black Swan, the ballet movie from a long time ago? Or maybe not the movie, but the commercial, where she's like picking at her skin right near the nail bed, and then she picks and picks and picks, and it like tears all the way down. Okay, yeah, that's kind of what I imagine when I look at my toe, because this area between the nail and the skin is very sensitive, and they had to dig deep in there to get the infection out. But once the infection is completely gone and that has healed, probably in a few weeks, I'm going to do an outpatient surgery with the same podiatrist where she's going to cut even deeper into my toe, and then she is going to surgically remove the thing that makes my nail grow. I got woken up to come down here and take another x-ray of my abdomen. Literally falling asleep, but hopefully all looks good. Just checking everything before all my doctors sign off on me going home tomorrow, but falling asleep. I took yet another nap, although I didn't even realize I fell asleep. But they just came in to tell me that my x-ray looks good. There's still some stool and trapped air and stuff, but I'm using the bathroom more regularly, so another good sign, which means I'm even more ready to go home tomorrow.
I love you, people. And see you tomorrow.
It's Hippo.
You're so cute. Can I boop the snoot? Boop. Hippo, hippo.
Bye, babe. I love you.
Love you too. I'll see you on Sunday.
Alright, love you so much. Bye, Hippo. Love you, babe.
Love you too.
Well, Judd came over for a little bit and I slept again. Just cannot stay awake. Very sleepy. But we also watched some TV together and just talked. He said see you Sunday because he has to go out of town for work for the weekend. But it's fine because my mom is going to be there to help me transition home, and Harlow too. So I love my family. And times like this in the hospital are stressful, but we help each other through it. There it is, y'all. Hopefully my very last dose of IV daptomycin. Well, okay, that is the IV Tylenol. That was my fluids. The yellow bag is the IV daptomycin, which is the antibiotic I've been taking for my MRSA infection. And it finished. And unfortunately, I'm starting to feel the bad side effects. So if y'all remember, I mentioned this before, the IV daptomycin has bad side effects for me. It causes a lot of pain. It basically aggravates my mast cell disease, and one symptom in particular is the intense, deep bone pain I get with my mast cell. The Dapto like really brings that out, and it's unbearable sometimes. It really comes out like an hour after I take it, and it lasts like the whole night basically. But thankfully I'm prescribed some medication to help with that while I'm here. And with the culture of my MRSA infection, I could either take Vanco, which I can't take, or the Dapto. So that was the lesser of two evils, but oh my gosh, it hurts. I find it really ironic because the MRSA infection is what really contributed to the mast cell flare. You know, like the abdominal distension, the reactions, just the mast cell flare I had. And the IV Dapto is treating the MRSA. But at the same time, the medicine that's helping me is hurting me because it's flaring my mast cell symptoms. It's crazy how sometimes the medicine you need is also going to hurt you. But in the long run, the benefits are worth it. I hope that makes sense. I'm just... Hopefully, well, yeah, actually, this is my last dose. That's what the infectious disease team said. I don't need any more doses of IV Dapto after that. I'm going on antibiotics I can put through my feeding tube, and I'm going home tomorrow. But I'm calling it a night. Thank y'all so much for all your support through this hospital stay, and I'm really looking forward to being back home. So with that, I'll say goodnight, and thanks for joining us in our adventure.